Hello friends, my name is Vijay. In previous video, we have learned about the input tag and its attribute type. And in the last video, we have learned about these 5 form controls. So in today's video, we will learn about these 5 form controls: output, progress, meter, options and options group. And the rest of 2, field set and legend, we will learn in next video. So let's start with the output form control. Here is our code. This is the output tag. You can see here, and I have given some styling for the form controls like form, section, input and select for better look and feel on the browser. So start with the output. So for the output tag, let's see the definition. The output tag is used to display the result of some calculation of input data. Means output is kind of container. It only shows the output or result of some calculation. So let's see on browser first. Here you can see both input type number field. When we change some value into this input type number field, you can see here as a output the calculation of both these values are entered in these input field. Suppose I change here, so output will be changed. So how it is working, let's see in the code. Here we have 2 input field with the type number, and both input field has name A and B and default value is 0. So here we are using some JavaScript for performing the calculation on these input field, because output tag is just a container to show the result. It doesn't do anything itself. It only shows the result of some calculation. So here I have given the some JavaScript conditions. A dot value means the A name of first input field and the value here which we will enter into this input field, and second V dot value. Here I am adding both the value and the total I am assigning to this X dot value. So X is here our output tag. So the calculation of this operation will be visible inside the output tag. So let's see the next form control, progress. So progress tag is used to display the progress of a task. It provides an easy way for web developer to create progress bar on the website. It is mostly used to show the progress of a file uploading on the web page, or you have seen many times when you install any software, you see progress bar. Same as the another example you can see when you download any movie from the internet, it shows you in percentage that movie how much has been downloaded. So let's see the example of this in the code. Here I am just removing this code and we have the progress bar. This is our progress tag, and this tag has 2 attributes, max and value. So first let's see on the browser. Progress bar. So this progress bar show the status of any current running task. So it has 2 attribute, max and value. So value 30 telling about the percentage, means 30% means the task has been completed 30%. And here we have defined the max 100%, means the task will go up to the 100%. So let's see the next form control. This is meter. So meter tag is used to measure data within given range. It defines a scalar measurement with range. It is also known as gauge. Gauge means the standard of measurement. The meter tag should not be used to indicate progress. So let's see in code. Here we have code, just uncomment this code. Here you can see I have taken 2 meter tag. This is a label for the meter. Here we are showing the values as a result. So let's see in browser first. Here you can see it's look like a progress bar, but there is a difference between progress and meter. The difference is the progress bar represent the current running task, and the meter defines some output of the completed task. For example, suppose this is some voting result where 2 persons participated in the voting. So one person got the 30% votes and the another person got the 70% votes. So here you can see the voting has been completed, means task has been completed. We are just showing the output of that task. So this is the difference between progress and the meter. And for the value attribute, you can also enter the float values as a percentage, or you can use the directly number 0 to 100. So let's see the next form control. It's option. So option tag is used to define options in a drop down list within select or data list element. In last video you have seen the use of this option tag. So let's see in code. Here we have a select element, and this select element has 3 options. So our drop down list must have at least one option element. So let's see in browser. Here you can see our drop down list. This drop down list has 3 options. So display the items into the select tag, we use option tag. And this option tag has 2 useful attributes, selected and disabled. So how they work? In the drop down list we have 3 options. You have to show any one item as a selected when your form is loaded into the browser. So in that case you can give the selected attribute in that option tag. So this option will be shown here as a selected when your form will be loaded. Here you can see when I refresh my page, so it's showing me the Maruti option is selected. where I have given the selected. If you give this selected into the Honda option, then the Honda will be selected into the drop down list. Same as we have another attribute is disabled. So for the disabled, just use the disabled attribute. Both the attribute used as a boolean value with the option tag. So now here I have given the disabled. So let's see what disabled does. I refresh the page, and when I will open my list, here you can see the Maruti option has been disabled. Now I cannot select this disabled option from the list, so it doesn't allow to select. Same as you can give the disabled to any field. So let's see the next form control, opt group. So what opt group it does, it makes the group of these option tags. How? Let's see in code. Just uncomment this code. Here you can see the options are coming in the opt group. So let's see on the browser. Refresh the page. Here you can see the list of movies, and the movies has been categorized like action movies and horror movies. So why use this option group? Suppose you have with multiple varieties of movie like action movies, horror movies, drama movies and comedy, and you have to choose some particular category like action, then you have to see all the element in the list, means all the options you have to watch into the list, then you will be able to select all the action movies from the list. But by using this option group, you can categorize the movies into the category like action, horror, drama, comedy. So you can go to the directly on the category and you can choose easily your favorite movies from the list. So this is most useful tag when you have multiple variety of options and the large number of list. I hope you have understood the use of these form controls. So you can use these form controls in your forms and you can do the practice. In next video we will see the rest of two form controls is field set and the legend. So see you in next video.